Can you hear me, Libby?
Success Club is not just,
Can you hear me?
you know, a Success Club point for how many challenges you get. It's honestly about being a hope giver and about helping people make small changes in their life. And it also helps you, you know, financially with your family because your time is worth money. So let's talk about Success Club here so far. You know, they got some people starting off strong. I mean, honestly, I don't think I've ever hit Success Club this early in the month or had this many points. Looks like Karla Perry, you have 2 coaches and 2 points. Wow. Jeannie, 1 coach, 2 points. Rin, 2 points. And Barbara Lichtenauer, hope I said that correctly, 1 point. So again, just helping people move forward. That is awesome. You guys are have a strong start. And everyone else, the month is young. It's early. Get those invites out, all right? Every single day, at least 2. I swear to you, if you just live by that 2, your business you will grow it faster than you ever believed possible. So we brought on a guest speaker, Karla, who is amazing. She's a new coach, and I'm just blown away every month by what she's accomplished. She got married recently, and she maintained her business while getting married and going on a honeymoon. So to me, that's just a real sign of commitment and dedication and just staying focused and doing your non-negotiables every day. Honestly, what's the hardest in this business is there's so much information and junk and your news feed and all that junk that kind of hits you every day. If you can focus on your 3 vital behaviors and just your business activity tracker, just those things every day that you have to do, and then walk away from it because you have to have a life. Okay. And that's what Karla has done. Just focus on those basics, and she has just done amazing. So I'm going to turn it over to her, and you can share some of your tips and techniques on how you've just been able to maintain your awesomeness through a big life-changing event. So let's take it away, Karla.
How about now? Okay, so I can't tell if you can hear me. So, okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys even hear me? Because my audio is just going bananas over here. I can't hear a word anyone says. Okay. Well, I hope that you can hear me. So I don't know how awesome I am, but I appreciate that. So I started back in May, and I didn't really know what I was getting into. And I hit Success Club 23 in my first month, 24 in my second month. I think I hit 13 last month. And that's only because I took like 2 weeks off to go to Mexico and get married. And I'll tell you, I honestly do not know how I'm doing it other than just talking to people and telling them, you know, I'm doing my workouts and I'm drinking my Shakeology and I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. And people are seeing that, and people are inspired by that. And I can't tell you, I probably get 3 or 4 messages or notifications or text messages or emails probably every single day of people who just want to know what I'm doing. So honestly, I'm answering emails. I'm being the friendly person that I am, and of course that we all need to be. And just encouraging people. I started a challenge group, I think probably my 2nd month. And it bombed, completely bombed. Nobody was interested. They didn't participate in the group. And in my 3rd month, I had probably 5 people from that challenge group actually message me and say, okay, I had time to think about it and now I want to do it. So it's really been a very interesting start, because the people I really think are going to get into it, they don't. And just completely random people are the ones who are being inspired. So if you take anything away from this, just keep posting your pictures and your progress and talk about your failures, because today I ate a chocolate milkshake and I got about 7 emails because of it. So people like that they can relate. And I learned so much from just watching, all the groups that we're in as coaches, and I just kind of take away what other people are doing, and I kind of feed off that. And the longer I do it, the more I see how easy it is to just be yourself. Before this, I wasn't a big fan of Facebook, I'll be honest. I got on to kind of check on other people, and I didn't like to post a lot, especially about my personal life. And I have learned that I've not only got challengers out of it, but I also have made some really cool friends and reconnected with a lot of people that I went to school with because of it. So consistency is key, honestly. And I don't really know what else I can tell you other than that.
Can you hear me, Karla? Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to throw you out there.
You sure did. Right now in the woods.
I'm doing it from my phone, and I can see you guys on my computer. I don't know what's going on. My husband's not home, so I'm just at a loss of how to get my audio hooked up. But thank you guys so much for being on the call. Thank you, Karla. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Karla has been super successful from the gate. She sprinted out of the gate and just decided to make this a full-on business for herself. She is in nursing school, correct?
Yeah.
And is going for Mrs. Virginia this year or for next year. And she is a mom. She just got married. I mean, the girl's got a full plate and does not have an excuse in the world of why not only is she not just hitting SC5, which is fine. SC5 is our requirement, right? But she's going way overboard. And what way overboard does is it really pushes your business forward faster. So she's going to reach certain goals a lot quicker because she is reaching out to so many people and is adding new challengers to her challenge groups. And, I know we celebrate Success Club, but those are people. Those are people and lives that she's changing. And those are people who will probably end up being on this call at some point. So thank you so much, Karla, for being willing to share your wisdom. So I want to ask you, how did you even find out about the coaching opportunity? How did it land in your lap?
So funny story. I went to the beach, and it was Memorial Day weekend, and every single fit college kid was out there. And here I am thinking, I'm in perfectly good shape, right? No. So it kind of hit me hard, and I thought, if I'm going to go for Mrs. Virginia, there's a fitness competition, you have to look good. And then I came across someone's profile on Facebook, and I was a super creep and was like, you need to tell me how you got those legs because I need them for this competition. And so here I am having a Q&A with her.
So you came across my page,
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what was the first program that you got, that you started with?
I did the 21-day fix. I did it for one round. I saw a 5-pound weight loss, which wasn't my intention. But I went from having no abs to having abs. And I thought, if I can do this in 3 weeks, there is no reason in the world someone else can't do it. So I stuck with it, and I'm super happy. I think I'm starting my 4th round now. So.
And I think what she just said is key there, and my husband's about to walk in, so my dog's going to bark, and it's going to be crazy, and the kid's going to come in. But anyways, I think what she said is key there, and I think sometimes as coaches we forget that part. The moment that it really changed your health and fitness, the moment that you're like, oh my gosh, this is working for me. And you have to remember that feeling, because that's the feeling that you need to tap into when you're talking to that new person who's like, I don't want to pay $160 for some workout thing that you're doing. You're like, no, this has changed me. This has changed my body. And I remind myself over and over and over again, Jatana, you were that mom that was tired, depressed, struggling, had the muffin top, didn't know where your fitness was going. You were just like, this is just my mom bod that I'm going to have there it goes. Hey, guys. I muted you because you didn't hear me going, honey, don't get the kid. But that what she just said is what I want you to remember for yourself. You know, that moment where it really started working for you, and some of you guys are on that journey still. And once you get to that point where you're really excited about the success and where your body is, and I'm there right now, I'm like, yay, I'm fit, you know, but I still have to tap into where I started and where I came from and the heart and how I was feeling, because those feelings and those emotions, when you type those posts, need to come from where you started, because you need to remember those, because that's what's really going to relate to people. People, like she said, about the milkshake. People don't relate to, I got my workout in, I got my workout in, I got my workout in, I'm eating protein, I'm eating protein. No, they don't. They want to know that, dang it, I freaking ate chips. And I'm struggling just like you. So remember those things when you're posting. So Karla, okay, so you hit Emerald, you're hitting Success Club. Tell us a little bit, and this is the question nobody likes to talk about, but everybody wants to know. Tell us how your pay's been as a little side income.
So it's been awesome, and because I've hit, I don't even know what it's called, but I'm getting like the bonuses for Success Starters or whatever it's called. So my first month, I nailed $300, and it was, like, to me, it was such a big deal. And so I doubled it the second month. I tripled it the third month. And I'm really excited to see what next month is going to look like. I even got the, I hit the Success Club in the first 3 months, so I got my ticket to Summit, which was super exciting. I got my cool mug in the mail the other day, which was super exciting. I took like 3 pictures with it already. So, and it's fun for me, like the little perks like that are what keep you going. You know, you get your certificate in the mail for Emerald and this little bracelet that is very cute framed on my wall that you can't see.
That's awesome. And yeah, so you heard her. She hit $300 and something her first month. She's doubled it, $600 second month, probably around $900 her third month. And she will continue to compound like that because of her efforts. And so tell us, all right, so you're hitting Success Club. What did you do when you first started coaching? What was the first invite you sent? Who did you send it to? What did you say?
The very first one, I wanted to just send to someone that I was close to. So I sent it to actually my goddaughter, who's a student in college, which makes me feel really old. And she jumped on board real quick. I was Emerald by the end of the first week of starting as a coach. I didn't even have my kit yet. So, I mean, and that was really the key for me, is to reach out to people that I'm close with and I'm comfortable with. And I just kind of said, hey, listen, I'm starting this. I guarantee you I can't do it on my own. And I need some support. I need someone in my court that I can talk to every day, and that's exactly what we did. We talked back and forth, you know, every day, every other day, to keep each other on track. And between that and the groups, it was a huge benefit to have someone kind of ride along with you. One of them is now a coach.
Awesome. And that was my next question. That's a great lead-in.
Yeah.
How did you go from transition from friend to challenger to coach?
Yeah. So for the first one, it was, I don't want to say easy, but it wasn't a difficult transition. You know, she had started doing it. She knew it was working. She wanted to do it. And I don't know if she's on the call or not, but I told her to log in because I was going to brag on her, because she's doing really awesome. And her challenge groups are really taking off. I have a couple of coaches now that just kind of like I did. I didn't want to be a challenger first because I knew if I didn't make a full commitment, I was just going to find a reason to walk away from it. And I know that I would have done that. So I have a couple of challenger or coaches now who did the same thing. They just jumped in, had no idea what to expect. And so it's really nice to see, not only can I encourage them, but they're encouraging me right back. You know, you just keep each other rolling.
Absolutely. And you hear that. Like, Karla signed on as a coach. She's somebody who found me on Facebook. I was obviously posting something that intrigued her and filled a need that she had, right? Yeah. And so that's why there's such an odd photo of, like, up my nose in one of these pictures, whatever. But that's why we preach so much that you have to be sharing your journey, because somebody like Karla scrolls across your page and one of your friends likes your picture. And what did they see? You know, I was doing a one-on-one with somebody. I think it was Kelly. It was one of your coaches. Or maybe it was one of Kelsey's coaches. I don't know. She said she was from Knockout United. Anyways, we were chatting. And when she started chatting with me, I was like, oh, this girl's gorgeous. And she's a bikini competitor. I'm going to snag this girl right now. And I was sitting there looking at her page, and I asked her, I said, are you, what did I say? I'm somehow intertwined Beachbody, and have you ever thought about doing what I do or whatever? She's like, yeah, I'm actually on your team. I was like, oh. I'm with Kelly King and Knockout United anyways. But she was talking about how things that she was struggling with or whatever. And I said, you know what? I couldn't tell you were a coach by looking at your page. Like, I was about to recruit you because I didn't know you were a coach. So that would be red flag number one. If I can't tell you are into something fitness and health within the first 3 or 4 scrolls of your page, then most people are just going to keep on moving. And if they have that need, they're not going to put you in their mind to ask you. You know, Karla probably looked at my page for a little while. We might have communicated back and forth. But if I would have just had my kids and my plate for dinner and, you know, decorating the house or whatever, that's all I had on my page, Karla would have never known that I had something of value to offer to her and fill a need that she had at the time. And so I just want to encourage you guys to make sure you self-evaluate constantly on your social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you guys use, Periscope, that's like my new little toy now, that you are self-evaluating and making sure that your Facebook page brands yourself. You know what I mean? Not Beachbody, but that it brands you as a health and fitness coach, as an entrepreneur mom at home, or dad, or husband, or whatever. So make sure you're self-evaluating constantly. I have to do it for myself. I go back and look at my page, and I'm like, if somebody were to look at my page right now, would they have a clue? No. They just see me in Williamsburg. Like, that's all they see all day long. And they wouldn't have a clue. So guess what, Jatana? You need to get yourself out there and get a post on there so that when Karla comes by my page, she doesn't keep going, because I would have lost her. She wouldn't be a rock star in this call right now. Kelly, who's her downline coach, who's hitting SC10 plus each month, is also on our team now because of Karla. So make sure your Facebook page is ready for traffic at all times. I'm not saying you need to, like, flat Beachbody everywhere, flatter it and everything, but make it a part of your everyday life, as it should be, 3 vital behaviors, right? All right, Libby's yawning. Moving on. All right, so I wanted to open it up because a lot of times you guys have questions in your mind of, all right, she's been doing this thing for 3 months. She's hitting SC20 every month. She's an Emerald coach. She's halfway to Diamond. She's rocking it out. Not only that, but she's duplicating herself. And other people, other coaches are doing what she's doing. Other coaches are hitting SC17 in their first month. What is she doing? And so I wanted you guys to be able to ask questions that are just popping up in your mind, things that you might be struggling with, and ask her what she's doing, because it might be different than what we've taught in our training. It might be different than what you're doing right now. So I want to open up the lines, or not the lines, but open up your line if you wanted to ask her a specific question. Come on, y'all. Don't be duds. Let's go.
Or don't, because I'm bad under pressure anyway.
Girl, you're going to be Miss Virginia. You know, pick it up. Keep her on her feet. So if you had to go to this deserted island, what 3 things would you bring and why? I'm just kidding.
I have a question.
All right, go ahead, Libby.
So I've seen your Facebook page too. I think you do a really great job there. You don't you don't scream Beachbody. You really honestly just portray your life and what you're doing and your fitness journey. And that's great. When you're talking to people, I think one of the things people struggle with is a lot of times they want to tell people about the product. The products are so great and the Shakeology is so great and it's got like 70 things in it. And, can you tell us maybe a little bit about maybe one of your invite progressions, just how that kind of goes so people can understand?
I'm actually kind of bad at them. I'm not going to lie, because I get so excited when I'm talking about it. I just want to just spit everything out all at once. And so I have to catch myself. I have to reread my message probably 2 or 3 times before I hit submit, where it just comes out garbage. It looks terrible, or it's like this long and, no one's going to read that. But essentially what it comes down to is I'm just writing, whatever I write, I end in a question, which it's just something that, you want to do anyway. That's everything I do. I learned from the New Coach Basics and, just talking back and forth on like the Epic Empire site or something and taking everyone's advice. So essentially, if I'm going to send out like a brand new invite, gosh, I wish I had one pulled up because I'd tell you exactly what it said. But it's just kind of like, hey, I saw maybe you'd like to post. I do a lot of those where I just ask a question on my Facebook page and then, they'll like it or they'll comment. And a lot of people don't want to comment because they're afraid of, number one, getting 57 notifications of someone else commenting on the same thing. And they're afraid to send a private message. So if they like it or if they send a comment, whatever it is, I'll send them a personal message and just say, hey, saw you liked my post about wanting to lose 10 pounds. Are you doing anything right now? Or what are your habits or whatnot? And most of the people I'm talking to, I feel comfortable enough just, watching them on Facebook. I kind of feel like, friends and family anyway. So it doesn't seem so hard, to kind of initiate a conversation with them. But I have a really hard time with people who, they just randoms that come by my page and they send me a private message and we're not friends yet. So it'll go to your, other folder. So I get those like a month later and then I write them. And by that point, I just feel like a big jerk because I've waited 30 days to contact them back. So I try not to talk a lot about Shakeology, to be honest with you. I say I use it because it makes me feel good and it gives me energy, which is completely true. I haven't missed it since I started it and I feel awesome. And that's really all I tell people, because no one cares that there's like, some word you can't pronounce from some country you've never been to, and they just know that it works and you see your results. So that's probably not the answer you wanted.
No, it is. That's exactly what it is, because you're sharing from your heart and you're not, you're going back through your messages, because everybody has done that. Everybody has written really long messages at the beginning that you're like, no, that's too much. And you edit. And that's a great thing about Facebook.
Yeah.
And also with liking, and everyone heard that, I hope, about when you see that people like or comment on your posts, you can send them a message like she does with the people that she knows. Hey, I saw you like my post, or maybe would you be interested in joining me? If it's somebody that I don't know, I thank them for supporting my page and ask how I can encourage them and support them too. And they always turn that conversation to fitness. Oh, I see you do this and it's so great and inspiring. I'm like, wow, thank you so much. Would you be interested in joining my accountability group? Boom, done.
Yeah.
They may say no, but they will come back.
Yep. I personally like to get no's, because I'm going to tell you right now, just about every no I got the very first month I've started has come back as a, yes, I want to do this. I've been waiting for the right time, or I'm getting there, I promise. I've really been thinking about it. Because if you're consistent with this stuff, people want to be better. Mm-hmm. We're all lazy sometimes, but we all have it in the back of our mind that we want to do something just a little better for ourselves. And maybe it takes 3 months or 6 months to do it. I mean, I watched Jatana's page, I kid you not, for probably 3 weeks, trying to figure out what she was doing without asking her to sound like a creep, because I didn't know her.
Do you know how long it took Summer to sign me?
How long?
3 years.
Oh my goodness.
3.
You'd be amazed in there by now, Libby.
So one more thing, you guys, and then I won't talk anymore because I had this on my heart and I wanted to share it with you. Something that has really helped me, because you get people that are afraid of sales, and they know that you're a Beachbody coach, and they know that, like, you know, at some point that you know, you're going to want them to buy something from you, right? Like some people get it. I mean, I've had people ask me that question, and I honestly, if they say no, they don't, you know, they're struggling with this, but they don't have any money or they don't have a challenge group, I actually say, hey, can I send you a free meal plan? Like I have a little 5-day meal plan that, you know, I didn't even make it. I mean, they're all over the place. Yeah. That maybe can help you get started and make some, you know, healthy options for dinner. I swear to you, if you give somebody something for free, just like, hey, maybe this can help you, they'd be like, oh, thank you so much. I tell people all the time, you know, don't buy from me. I don't care. Like, I'm going to do this either way. This is my, you know, I don't say it that way, but you understand, like, give them something for free and they will want to repay you. It's a marketing trick. I mean, I want to say it's a trick, but it puts people at ease because, you know, they're like, okay, like, I'm going to help you either way. If you want to call me and ask me a question, you can. Here's a meal plan.
I think it disarms them, you know what I mean, from the whole sales pitch or the stigma that we might come with, I guess you can say. And I think that's why the free challenges are so effective, because people are like, what? You're going to give me a workout and a meal plan and tips every day for 7 days or 21 days, whatever it is. And I get to invite my friends and I get to do it with them. I encourage all new coaches and veteran coaches to be running a free challenge group either every month or at least every other month, because it will add new people onto your Facebook page, and it lets your Facebook audience know that you genuinely want to help people and you're not just out there to get sales or do your business thing that you keep talking about. Any other questions? Ren, Jennifer, Mr. Awesome, Elizabeth, Kathleen, Brittany, Katie? Okay.
Hey, Karla, I was going to ask you about your invitation process. Do you send like a bunch out at the beginning of the month or every week or every day?
You know, I do a little bit of both. Generally on either like the 30th, 31st, or the 1st, I'll just send just bulk messages. And, you know, it's basically just a, you know, hey, here's what's going on, or, you know, I'm starting a challenge group on, you know, say the 7th of September. It's free. I'd love for you to be a part of it. And so I just send bulk. And then as the month rolls on, I'm getting those responses back. And I honestly think that for me, it's better to do it that way. But probably, you know, once or twice a day, I might send out maybe 1 or 2 more just to other people who maybe weren't on my list, you know, because I make my list that says, you know, this person said no in January, let's see what they're doing in March, kind of thing. So I try to send big bulk at the beginning because I'm so busy. I literally just don't have time to sit down every day and send out 5 or 6.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Holly? Julie? Jennifer? Anybody? Amy? Congrats, Amy, on Success Club.
You guys are
Libby, did you guys read out the SC points for September or for August? You did? Okay. Very cool. Well, you guys are a quiet group tonight. What's up with this? Karla, you're getting off easy. They were like nailing Jenny with left and right.
I do have a question, actually.
Okay, there we go.
Do you have a Facebook like page, Karla? I think you're muted, so I can't hear you.
Okay. Yes, I do have a Facebook like page, but it's very unsuccessful. Okay. I have like 300 likes and nobody even comments, or I don't even know. I have like 40 followers now on Facebook, which I didn't even know was a thing. So that's kind of cool. But I try not to spend a whole lot of time on my like page because I just know no one's I'm not going to pay for likes, but I don't know how to get people to like it. So I just stick to my regular page.
When did you?
I think would like. Sorry, go ahead.
When did you make your like page? At like what stage? Because
I think it was.
you started in May, right?
Yeah, so I think it was probably July if I had to guess. Because I didn't know, or maybe, yeah, it was the end of July. And I only did it because one of the other coaches said, well, I'm going to do this because I saw it somewhere. It's a great tool, which it is, but nobody likes my page. So isn't that sad?
I think with like pages, it's kind of key that you know what you're doing, because you can't just post on a like page and expect it to be like your personal page. The personal page has a score. I don't know, Josh. If you don't have jab, jab, right hook, whatever that book is called, jab, 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 right hook, it really does explain all of that stuff. But with like pages, you got to know what you're doing. You got to do a little bit of homework. Jillian Johnson, there's a lot of great training on it. If you're wanting to go that route, you know, you see people in the network like Brittany Leggett and what's her name? Smiley Girl, Bonnie Engel. Bonnie Engel runs her whole huge business, like went from brand new coach to 9-star in a year and a half. I'm crazy. 6-figure earner in like 18 months. The girl's amazing, but she has worked her like page, but she's also spent money to do ads and is consistent, very, very consistent on her like page. So if you want to go that route, you definitely have to be willing to do research. You're going to have to put in a little money into it. And it will pay if you do it correctly back, because you will reach a broader audience. But I always tell people, you know, start with your personal page, like Karla said, because that's your warm market. Those are the people who know you and who already have chosen to like you. So stick with that first until you can master one thing and then move on. But if you're a blogger, hey, write a blog. I'm not a blogger. I'm not going to go that route and waste my time because I don't know what I'm doing. I have a blog and it failed miserably. So what else do you guys did? My like page sucks. My blog sucks. My YouTube channel sucks. Periscope's probably going to suck. But you know what? I'm rocking my personal page. I've built my whole business on my personal page. So.
That's awesome.
But somebody else might be different, you know. Katie's she's got a YouTube channel going, and some other coaches have blogs going. So everybody's different. Just pick one and really master it. That's what I would suggest. What else you got? Nobody? Slide Wednesday night. Well, if we don't have any other questions, make sure you have your Super Saturday, save the date. You have to be at a Super Saturday. I cannot emphasize it enough. Karla was at our DC Super Saturday as a brand new coach. I'd never even met the girl. I've only met her on social media, and she was there, and look where she is. Was it not a wonderful experience to be there? Did it help your business at all?
I honestly, it definitely helped. It did. And I just got my cool Supergirl shirt for Super Saturday, so I'm going to rock a cape.
Nice. So if you're going to the DC Super Saturday, it is a superhero theme, and you have to dress up like a superhero. And it's going to be pretty amazing. But you will have a Super Saturday at any large city close to you. And what is that? I remember hearing Tommy Migrant on his team call talk about the Super Saturday thing. I'm like, I don't have time for this little like get-together meeting with a bunch of random people I don't know. I'll go to Summit because that's what you're supposed to do, but I'm not going to go to some little like in-a-house party type meeting. And that's what I thought it was. And it wasn't until I hosted my own that I started really getting involved. I'm telling you from experience, it's vital to your business. So go find one at the closest city. If you have to drive 2.5 hours, get your summer tucker babies in the car and drove like 6 hours to Ohio to go watch a Super Saturday. It's worth it. I suggest you to find a big one that has really amazing training, which means it's probably in a bigger city. So put that on your list. I think it's October 25th. I've been promoting about it, but make sure you get on a summit wait list. Make sure you get on the Success Club trip wait list, maybe, but definitely summit wait list. Success starters, like Karla said, she has earned it. What that is, you hit Success Club in the first 3 months. Tell your coaches this. You might not have hit it, but you need to tell your coaches. You owe it to your coaches for them to know when you sign brand new coaches that if they hit Success Club in the first 3 months as a coach, they get a free ticket to Summit. That's worth a lot of money, and it's a very valuable spot because there's a long wait list, like thousands of people waiting, and they're going to take in the Success starters before everybody else probably. So anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to let you go because we are all tired. We look tired. Is everybody tired? What a long freaking day. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for being so supportive and helpful in Epic Empire. When some new coach posts something and they're clueless, you guys are so willing to jump in there and give advice, and I really, really appreciate that. And I can tell you that the next 3 weeks for me is going to be nuts. I'm about to lose my mind. I'm trying to keep my head together and stay there for you guys, but I might be calling on some of you to lead some team calls here soon in the next couple weeks. So love y'all. Have a good night, and Libby will post the recording tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.